Okay, ladies and gentlemen out there in cyberspace, this is Juan Lennon coming to you from cyberspace, California. And I just want to speak a little bit about the laws of the universe and the principles of energy as I understand them, as I have studied them. So, I'm going to go ahead and do this small presentation for you, ladies and gentlemen, while I'm sitting here with my beautiful daughter and she is listening. Say hi, Naya.
Hi.
Okay, I'll get right into it. The first law of the universe, as I have decoded it, is that all energy is mental, okay? And I have referred to this as the small mind, large mind. The small mind being our minds, the large mind being the mind that we can't see, the energy that we're able to tap into mentally. Some refer to it as God, perhaps. I refer to it as the large mind. Moving on, I have broken down the second law of the universe, known to most people who have studied these metaphysical principles as correspondence. I break them down as cooperation and agreements. What I feel is that all energy is in constant cooperation and agreement with one another, and this is how the energies that do flow are flowing properly. Because as we're traveling along, just like the road has traffic on one side of the road going one direction and traffic on the other side going the other direction, the reason why we have that is because everybody is in agreement that that is how we're going to travel on the road. Energy is moving constantly, and we can't see it, but that's what's happening. And there are agreements of cooperation constantly being made amongst those energies. The third law and principle of the universe is known to most of you as vibration. I have broken it down into two forms, and I call it path and frequency. What I'm saying is that the path that energy is vibrating on, or the path that energy is moving on, is going to determine the frequency that that energy is vibrating at. Okay? So what I'm saying is where you go will determine who you are and what you are. What you do, what you spend your time thinking about, all of that stuff. Moving on to the number four law and principle of the universe is known to most of you as polarity, and I have broken it down as opposites combined. And that simply states that all energies have two sides to them, okay? North Pole has its South Pole, and the West has its East, vice versa, and blah, blah, blah. So everything has two sides to it, and that's what that law is there to represent. The fifth law and principle of the universe is rhythm. I have broken it down as practice and habit. What I'm saying here is that what we practice creates our habits. If we have a bunch of bad habits, it's because for sure we've observed them and practiced them. If we would like to correct those bad habits, all we must do is practice good habits in replacement of those bad habits. Okay? That's it's simple as that. I know it's simple to say, but it's not always easy to do. However, these are the secrets. These are the hidden keys to how those of them in this world succeed greatly, and those of us who haven't quite figured out how to reach our full potential. I believe I am definitely on the brink of reaching that full potential, and the fact that I feel so liberated and so satisfied by bringing this information to the people and by studying this information enough to keep it fresh in my head so that I am practicing good things and changing the bad practices that I have so that I can create more good habits for myself. Moving right along to number six, what we have is cause and effect. And I'm sure everybody out there has heard of this law and principle of the universe. Okay? Some people call it karma. I say that it is action and reaction. A simple way to break down what karma is and what cause and effect is that whatever action you take, please know that there's going to be some sort of a reaction from yourself or from those around you. All energy is operating on this on this level constantly at all times. And the last one is gender. And most people probably aren't familiar with the fact that that's actually a law and principle of the universe. Well, it is. So masculinity and femininity exists at the same time at all times everywhere in everything seen and unseen. And the more we begin to actually go with the flow of how this universe has been designed and what our purpose here is, I believe we're all going to be a lot more happy, a lot happier, and have more abundance, more peace, more freedom. To the left, I'll just briefly describe what you're looking at are some orgone pieces, orgonite energy jewelry pieces that I have created and taken a picture of just so that I can fill that extra space to the left so that you're not looking at the windows on my desktop or anything like that. Okie dokie. This is Juan Lennon Ellis coming to you from cyberspace, California with my beautiful daughter. Say bye-bye, Naya.
Bye.
All right, thank you so much for your time and energy for those of you who are entertaining yourself with my little clips here. All right, blessings. Peace.